Hello everyone, thanks for joining me again on another video. In this video, I will show you how I stew my tilapia fish. Now the tilapia I got from the stores has been gutted and scaled. To me, that just simply means it's been cleaned halfway, and you'll see in a minute what I mean by that. So even though it's been scaled and gutted, sometimes you still have some scales left on it. And of course, the gills still in there, and you have the fin all around. So I like to get rid of that. You see what I mean? You still have some scales on it. So you still have to kind of be sure that it's properly cleaned. Not unless you want to eat some scales, of course. And then you chop off the fins as well. And of course you take out the gills too. So I was going to do this off camera, and then I decided it would be a good addition to the video. So yeah, I have already cleaned one, and now I'm going to show you how I do it. I normally of course would use newsprint just to, clean up any mess afterwards. And I use a serrated knife because it cuts very easily. Usually if you buy this from the regular market, all of this cleaning would have been done for you. But otherwise, if you buy it the way I have it, you may have to do some extra cleaning like you see that I'm doing here. But with a serrated knife, this can be easily done like you see me do it in this video. Just in case you were wondering why I'm wearing gloves, I always cook with gloves. I love to cook with gloves, particularly if I have to do messy stuff like cleaning the fish. So I like to just wear gloves to keep all the fishy smell off my hands. And as you can see, you still have some scales on it. So I like to run the knife just to get the rest of the scales off. I sped up the video here so it's not too long. So now I am done cleaning, and then I cut. Now it's time to clean the fish head. So to clean out, to get out the gills, what I normally do is just put my finger in and put my thumb on the other side. So this way I can break all the attachments of the gills. And then I pull it out on one side. Just do your best to pull it out. You disconnect it or break all the attachments, and then you can easily pull it out of it. So you can see it's all nice and clean now. Gills out, everything is all nice and clean. So now I've washed the fish. I've now soaked it in water. I like to soak it in salt water. I leave it overnight, but you can leave it for just a few hours. But I like to soak it in salt water rather than just rubbing salt on it. When you soak it in salt water, the salt gets into all of the fish and it makes it even tastier. So now this is the next day. You don't have to leave it till the next day, of course, like I said. So I've strained the fish, as you can see. And I have my oil in the pan ready to fry. So once the oil is hot, and then you can fry. You can see this is not entirely deep fried. Like I don't have a lot of oil in here, but you can do that so everything is all immersed in oil. But I've just chosen to do it this way, particularly because I want to use the same oil to make the sauce and I don't want too much of the oil. So while we wait on the fish, I like to show you some of the ingredients we would need to make the stew or the sauce that I would wrap the tilapia fish in. So here I have all the ingredients that we would need. I have some spices. I'm using turmeric. That is actually, I have turmeric, black pepper, cumin, and some chicken broth spice. I know it's chicken broth spice instead of, since we're cooking fish, I probably shouldn't be using that, but that's what I use in most of my cooking. And we have onions, tomatoes, green onions, and also some sweet pepper, and you'll be needing some vegetable oil of your choice. If you're seeing some of my videos, you would see that I always have my tomato sauce. If you haven't watched my video on how to make your tomato sauce, I'll leave a link below and you can watch it. I normally would freeze it, and when I need it, I thaw it to use it in my cooking. Now the fish is becoming ready, so usually I turn this over. I just let it brown a little bit and then I turn it over, or maybe golden if that's the way you understand it. Alright, so now I'm done with frying the fish. Now it's time to make the sauce. Like I said, I'll be using the same oil, and that's why I didn't want to put so much in there. We add the onions, we fry for a little bit, and then we can add other ingredients. We add the tomatoes, so once that has fried a little bit, you can now add your other vegetables. I add the sweet pepper a little bit later because the sweet pepper is frozen, so it's already very soft. Otherwise, you could add it a little sooner. And then I add all my spices. You can use the spices that you love or that you enjoy to do your cooking with. These are just my choice. So now I mix everything together. Let it fry for a little bit longer, maybe a few minutes, 5 minutes tops. And then you can add the tomato sauce. The tomato sauce and all the vegetables cook together. I say for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's time to add the fish. If you are going to include the fish head, I would suggest you add it in the bottom, just like, or add it first, so that way you can have the sauce go into it, in and around the fish head. And of course, if you don't care for the fish head, you can toss it out for sure. But I think you should try it though. It really tastes very good. Very, very good. Please comment below if you love fish head. Tell me what you like best about it. Alright, looks like everything is done. So I now top it up with the green onions. And let it just simmer for a little bit more, about a minute or two. And there we go. All ready. So you can see the fish is all wrapped in the stew or in the sauce. And you can really serve this whichever way you like. You can serve it with rice. You can serve it with potatoes, pasta. You can serve it with a lot of dishes really. Tastes really good. Let me know if you try this. I promise you, you would really, really enjoy this. You can also stew your beef this way. Beef, chicken. You can do the same way. You can cook it the same way. And serve it with rice, like I said, or potatoes, pasta, Yep, and this was our dinner for tonight. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe.